Tis the season to have a slay face, so why not get right into a holiday makeup look. I'm going to start off by completely blocking out my natural pigmentation on my upper eyelids by using my Clinique All About Eyes Concealer in Deep Honey. So you can choose to use a eye primer, but I like doing it this way because I find that my concealer still holds on to the eyeshadows pretty well. So once it's filled in from the lash line to the brow, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my surrounding brow. Going in with the Urban Decay Naked palette, I'm going to pick up this beautiful frosted color called Virgin, and I'm going to pop that underneath my brows just to make this whole look glisten. Going into the same palette, I'm going to grab the color Buck. It's like an ashy brown color, so I'm going to start off with the lightest color and work my way up. So this is my first transition shade. And to apply it, I'm using a wide blend-in brush just to make sure my first two colors are seamless. Switching palettes to the Morphe 350 palette, I'm using a burnt orange right into the crease. So this is the second transition color that I'm building over top of the first one, and I'm bringing that right into the bridge of my nose. Using a matte mocha brown, I'm going to define and contour my crease by depositing that color directly to my crease. Then I'm going to go back in with my Lancome blend-in brush, and I'm going to completely buff that into my previous colors. I saved the space on my lid for this deep gold metallic color that I also pulled from the Morphe palette. So I'm using a dense brush to make sure I pack that completely onto my eyelid. And what's a holiday makeup look without glitter? So I'm using my Certifeye Loose Eye Glitter. To apply it, I'm using the brush from the glue. The glue is also from Certifeye, and I'm also going to use the same dense brush to pack that glitter right on top of the gold shadow we placed before. So whenever I choose to use glitter on my lids, I try to put a similar shadow underneath so that in the spaces between the glitter you still see the same color. In the future, I would use the eye makeup shields for underneath my eyes to prevent fallout, because if you do have foundation on your face already, things can get messy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my eyeliner a couple coats because we are working with glitter. The brand I'm using is Essence in both the eyeliner and mascara. I reviewed these in the November favorites video that I did with my sister Tracy. I can say the quality is pretty good for the price point of these products. I'm going to use the same concealer that I used at the beginning of this video to conceal or correct my upper eyelids. I'm going to use that underneath, and this concealer is really good because it has a thick consistency and you don't need a lot, but I'm just always heavy-handed with my concealer because it makes everything nice and bright. So what can I really say? So I'm going to use a large face sponge to press this product into my skin. I actually spent a long time doing this because my skin's extremely dry, and I just want to make sure that everything blended out smoothly. So I just recently started contouring my cheeks a bit higher than usual. I just like the way that it contours or angles my face. And of course I'm going to contour around my forehead, make it a tiny bit smaller, and warm everything up. With my face sponge, I'm going to blend my darker and lighter colors together and make sure everything is seamless, and give my nose a bit of a contour. So with the deepest color that I used in my crease, I'm going to take that same color and pop it right underneath my bottom lash line, and I'm going to avoid my waterline area because I do want to pop an eyeliner in that afterwards. For my lashes, I'm using Koko lashes in Goddess. It's one of my favorite lashes because they're a little bit dramatic, but they are also very girly and flirty. I'm using Estee Lauder's Onyx. It's one of the truest blacks I've ever seen as an eyeliner, and I'm gonna put that right into my waterline. And of course, with the waterline, the ugly eyeliner face will always follow. Instead of having that defined separation of your eyeshadow and your eyeliner underneath your eyes, I like to smoke it out and melt the two together. So I'm going to apply some highlighter to the peaks of my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose. When you are applying highlighter, you want to make sure that you use more of a circular motion rather than that back and forth swipe, because you could actually see the start and finish, or where you actually imprint with that brush. So you want to make sure that everything is melted together, and then take your blush brush or your contour brush and just make sure once again that everything is nice and seamless. So for my lips, instead of doing the signature classic red lip for the holidays, I did do that last year in a tutorial, but this year I wanted to go for something more soft. I chose to go for Plum. This one is the MAC lip liner in Plum, and I am just filling in my whole entire lip with this color. What's nice about it is that it's nice and pretty, but it doesn't overpower the eyes.